Hey, it's Michael Douglas. Welcome back to another edition of Dr. Pundit, where we talk about music, not medicine. And on this edition, it's another 1980s number one hit. This time, the Geils band with their number one smash, Centerfold. And many bands have deviated from their signature sound in search of a hit single. Of course, the sound is only half the battle. You then have to come up with a song that will draw the audience into the new approach. The Geils band did this magnificently with their number one smash. It spent 6 weeks in that position in 1982, Centerfold. It was a short-lived success story, and their lead singer felt that they'd gone a step or two too far with the changes, and, well, he was soon out the door. The city of Worcester, Massachusetts. You can visit a few fine institutes of higher learning if you pass through this city of Massachusetts, or you can stop by the 60s haunts of groups that would eventually become the Geils band, named after the guitarist John Geils, who preferred Jay as a stage name. Now, in 1970, by the time the band had snagged their first major record deal, they secured Peter Wolf as their frontman, and as their sound developed into an enticing mix of rock and roll and rhythm and blues. While most of the rest of the rock scene was diving into progressive textures, the Geils band kept it real, and with their swagger and their swinging. And the band quickly earned a reputation as one of the premier live bands in their era. Now, having Wolf as an energetic frontman, charisma, he had the whole nine, that certainly helped. But translating that into chart success proved a little trickier. In 1974, they had a song called Must Have Got Lost. That song hit number 12. Now, that proved to be an exception, but for the most part, mainstream success eluded the band. Later in the 1970s, they were dumped by their original label, picked up by another. Financial struggles made it clear that they needed to alter their sound if they wanted to continue being in business, basically. And as the 70s rolled into the 80s, that meant adding some new wave textures to their sound. The process began in earnest in 1980 with their Love Stinks album, which produced a pair of minor top 40 hits, including the title track. Great song. At that point, Wolf and Seth Justman has taken over as chief songwriters, and on the follow-up album, Freeze Frame from 1982, Justman would even take more of a central role as the writer. In fact, he penned the band's first ever number one hit, Centerfold, all by himself. The song Centerfold managed to combine the band's good time image with a more streamlined pop approach. The band enjoyed another big hit with Freeze Frame, which hit number 4 as the follow-up, but Wolf didn't like the fact that they were deviating so far from their rhythm and blues / pop rock approach, their original artistic vision. He left the following year, 1983, and the band couldn't recover from that when it came to their commercial prospects. Now, with respect to the song Centerfold, Justman came up with a clever take on the old scenario about the girl from high school who got away. In the verses, the singer reminisces about his homeroom angel, back when he was slipping notes under the desk to this girl as pure like snowflakes that no one could ever stain. Great lyrics. Flash ahead to the present time when he happens upon the same girl in the pages in between of a men's magazine. He hopes that they can reunite for more than pleasantries. We'll take it to a motel room and take him off in private, Wolf sings and suggests. Barring that, at least he has the magazine. Oh yeah, I guess I gotta buy it. My angel is the centerfold is one of those 80s refrains that stick snugly in your mind that tend to define that portion of the decade, believe it or not. And it's one that basically gets stronger with time. Centerfold proved to be a smart career move for the band at the time, at least for a little while. I'm Michael Douglas. If you like what you see here on the channel, please don't hesitate to like and subscribe. And as a late, great Barry White always used to say, let the music play. And I'll see you on the next episode.